Hello there, welcome to session 6. In this session we're going to be focusing on our glutes. It's going to take a little bit of a different shift from what we normally do. As part of that we're going to be doing a shorter but sharper session, with the idea being that we're going to be working on glutes really hard in this session. Each exercise that we're going to be doing is going to be timed for 2 minutes, and then we're going to move on to our next exercise. So let's get started. So for this exercise, again, it's very important we get into our starting position. So we have our back flat on the mat, we have our hands either by our side or across our chest where it feels most comfortable. For this exercise we want to make sure we have no head block underneath our head, and our head's just going to rest on the mat. So we're going to start off with our shoulder bridge, and we'll go through 1 or 2 different iterations as we do it. But the important thing is that we're going to be doing it for 2 minutes, okay? So let's get started. So again, we're going to squeeze our bum cheeks together, lift up and hold. 3, 2, 1, and then come down. Then breathe in and lift and hold. 3, 2, 1, and down. So we just keep this gentle movement going. Now what you can do, if you want to make it a bit different, we can move on to our tiptoes, like so, and that engages our calves and also works our hamstrings and our glutes that bit harder. But again, the main focus of this exercise is our glutes. And again, just nice consistent moving, making sure we're keeping our breathing nice and steady. Now we can do our level 2, so for our level 2 we go up, lift into the air, straighten out our leg, then bring it back down. Then up, switch now to the other leg, hold, and back. So again, choose the level that is most appropriate for you at this given time. Make sure you're comfortable and pain-free when doing any of these exercises. And we're now going to move on to our next exercise. So, moving on from our shoulder bridge, we're now going to do our half shoulder bridge. So we're going to spend a minute on each side. So we want to bring one leg up into this position. And what we're going to do, we can have our hands either by our side or across our chest. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start with that 2-minute countdown. And we're going to lift a few inches up into the air, holding it. 3, 2, 1, and down. Keeping that leg up in the air at all times. 3, 2, 1, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. And then very shortly we're going to switch on to our other side. So last one, 3, 2, 1, and down, and swift transition up into tabletop with the other leg. We'll just keep it going until the timer reaches 0. Again, remember to keep that breathing nice and steady and make sure your hips remain nice and level. And your bottom's only coming a few inches up into the air. And then relax. For our third exercise, we want to be level on our side. We're going to be doing side kick. So this exercise just goes like so. So we lift our hip up to hip height. We straighten it out with our leg pointing to 12 o'clock. We bring it to 1 o'clock. And we bring it back to 12 o'clock. And we just keep repeating that in a nice steady motion. We want to make sure again that our head block is underneath our head. So it's comfortably supported, hand on our hip. And the only movement that is occurring is coming from our hip, and we're not moving anywhere else on our body. So I'm just going to set the timer now, and we'll start. So again, hip height, straighten out. So nice, steady movement. Again, we're not going past 1 o'clock. And again, you're going to start to feel that fatigue creeping into the muscle. That's really important as we get to the last stage of this exercise. We don't allow our performance to dip. Again, the area you want to feel is in that back pocket area. And again, we don't want our leg to speed up as it gets harder. And we're now going to turn over and do our opposite side. Same as before, now we're just on our opposite side, so I'm going to start the timer. And we're going to move on with our side kick. So, straight leg, hand on our hip. So our leg starts in line with our body at the 12 o'clock position, then moving forward to 1 o'clock. Nice, steady control. So again, it's around the stage when we start to feel that work creeping into our glutes as our muscles start to fatigue. It's again very important you don't allow the performance of your exercise to dip. Keeping nice steady control throughout the exercise. We're nearly there now. And then relax. For our next exercise, we're going to be doing the clam. So again, we need to have our hand on the hip, elbow pointing towards the ceiling, feet in line with our bottom. And for our level 1 clam, it's just a simple movement of our knees separating. The only movement is coming from the hip, and we're keeping our feet together. So I'm going to start the timer now, and then we'll get started. And later on into the exercise, we're going to move on to our level 2. But again, it's nice, slow, gradual control. Now, for our level 2, we move our feet into the air, and we're opening our knees nice and wide while maintaining that height of our feet. Again, you're going to be starting to feel all that work in your glutes right about now. In that back pocket area, that's where you want to be feeling it. Head looking straight ahead. Chin isn't tucked in towards your chest. You will feel the difference. So again, keeping all the effort going. And then relax. We're going to move on to the other side of our clam. So let's get the timer started and we'll get into our position. So again, hands on our hip, knees as wide as possible. Elbow pointing towards the ceiling, and let's get those glutes working nice and hard, but in a controlled manner. So again, this is our level 1 clam. I'm going to move on to our level 2. So feet still in the air. Nice, steady control. Again, don't allow the performance of your exercise to drop. Again, it's very normal for that fatigue to be building up. Again, just want to make sure you're getting those hips as wide as possible. You're nearly there now. relax. For our final exercise, you want to be in a 4-point kneeling position. You want to have your hands beneath your shoulders and knees beneath your hips. And what we're going to do is we're going to be bringing our leg up into an extended position, then straighten out our leg 3 times before bringing it back down. And then we alternate over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and down. So, we'll start the timer now, and we're going to go for 3 minutes. So again, it's all about control. We're not flaying that leg around too quickly. As well as being good work for our glutes, this is also good work for our upper body to maintain this position. And making sure we're keeping our chest as high off the floor as possible. Just finish up our last repetition and then relax. For joining me and Pippin for our glorious glutes class. We hope you've really enjoyed it and we look forward to seeing you in our next session. Goodbye.